hour, and then you won't have to think about if you're going to join a different brokerage. So give yourself an hour, all right? So everybody, do a great job.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And you might hear a couple curse words, all right?
Awesome. I love it.
I'm going to take it easy today. Mucho easy for all the new people because I'm shy and nervous. Oh, no. He's back.
He needs to get out of that hotel room and go outside.
I think we're going to vote him off the island.
Oh, he's still here.
Damn, Elias.
You were the weakest link. Goodbye.
Don't be anything. All right.
That's probably better. No video.
What's up, Dewey, baby? How you doing, man?
All right, well, cool. Well, welcome to the meeting, everyone. We have a couple new faces here. I know Donna just spoke. Want to do a warm intro to Jack. Jack, welcome officially to the team. And you brought a friend with you today that we just met the other day too.
I'm so excited. Yeah, thank you guys so much for taking the time and being patient with me. I know I made the right decision, so I'm very excited to get started. Yeah.
And then we also have on the screen, let's see here. And Will, congratulations. I know you just finally passed your exam last week.
Woo! Woo!
Stressing us out, and congrats.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what were your first steps? Now that you're at this part of your journey where you're finally licensed now.
Yeah, I know. And I was at the Oakland office, and then I saw Kenny for like a second. But then I got to hang out with Melody and Kevin. Kevin helped me set up a Real Scout, and my client already looking at the home. So
fast.
Yep. Yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Last, I think I turn off your video. Or not. All right, why don't we get started? Let's talk about some wins for a week. Eric, how's your week?
My week's good. I haven't had a drink in 6 days.
Woo! Sober October.
Yeah, that's the longest I've gone probably in my whole life. And
in this clearing out. My teeth glowing right now.
I'm gonna try this one more time. Can you guys hear me okay?
I'm going for a run. I'm meditating. I feel fucking amazing. But yeah, other than that, it's been a pretty busy week. I took last week off to take a little trip with my babe, and it was awesome. I feel nice and refreshed. Yeah, I'm also doing this hour of power challenge. I'm trying to do at least an hour of calls every day for the month of October, Monday through Friday. And it feels good. It feels good to be on the phone again. And I only have all my escrows closed. I only have one right now, so I need to revamp that because I'm trying to get that iMac. And
how many did you close in the last 2 weeks?
I closed 4.
Wow.
Yeah. So in the last 2 weeks, closed 4. I got another one in escrow last week while I was on my way to vacation. So again, every time I take a vacation, it works out. And so I'm going to take a vacation again probably today. I'll see you guys later.
I want to give you props. Here's so Chime, we can track all the calls. I know a lot of you guys are asking about the dialer. Hope that you guys can launch it with that. But, perfection analysis, rather than wait for you to get the dialer before you make calls, start making calls. It's slower, but at least you're making calls. To give you an example of this is October. You guys, October just started. We're only a couple of days in. But the leaderboard right now for October, Eric is leading with 48 calls. Omar's right behind him at 18, but most people have not made more than a couple calls. Granted, it's Tuesday, we have escrows to deal with, but this is Eric dialing 48 calls, 10 times most people without using a fancy dialer. So it's great you guys want dialer, and we want you to use it, but just get things done. Don't wait.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, and you know what? There's no excuse. Like Eric is super. I can't even talk. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So Eric makes zero excuses, right? He's like, he's busy, but now he's saying, it's the end of the year. I'm going to turn it up a notch. Like Eric could chill, right? His year's gone great. He's tripled his business year over year. But what I love about Eric's swag is that he said, you know what, I'm going to turn it up a notch. I'm going to, live a little bit healthier for this month. I'm going to turn up my calls. He was the #1 caller last month. He's on track to be the #1 caller this month. Just closed 4 escrows. And a lot of times it's easy to get that check, go buy some cool stuff, take a little bit of trip, spend some money.
Big
But
escrows too, really big escrows.
yeah, and so I love that you're just turning it up a notch, Eric.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, but the thing is, like, I really appreciate it, but the thing is, like, making like 20 calls ain't shit, right? Like, I want to, I don't know, get my business to another level, right? Because we're going into the slow season, and I want to finish off strong. So that's why I'm doing this. And I don't know, being sober is kind of tight, actually. Getting a lot more done, and I feel much better. And I hate being hungover. I'm getting too old for that shit. So, yeah, it feels good. Yeah, welcome to all the new people. If you guys have any problems or have questions, hit me up. I appreciate all the support. Oh yeah, and one thing, if you guys know a cleaner, can you shoot me their info? I need a cleaner. Hey, I know one more question. Hey, for all you Hayward people or San Leandro, Hayward, Castro Valley people, I can't keep up with this shit. It's like it goes on market. They start accepting offers the next week. Are you guys feeling the same thing? Like, what the fuck? It's too gnarly.
They're
Ask
not
Carmen.
used to it.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
nuts.
That stuff is all new.
It's nuts. I literally
It's-
called to make an appointment to see a property the day, literally not even within 24 hours, and the agent accepted an offer sight unseen. He literally texted me and said, yeah, unfortunately, it's going off market because the seller's accepted something already. Like, I'm like, seriously, you like let your seller accept an offer on a property they haven't even seen yet? Like, where is your diligence? But anyway, yeah, that happened in Hayward.
Yeah, it's really gnarly. Like, my client keeps sending me like 10 listings a week. I can't even show half of them.
Dewey got 3 offers on 5800 Bayview, 4 days on market. Disclosures aren't even ready yet.
It's insane.
Crazy.
And one agent wrote non-contingent, but it's a pretty savvy agent. I'm sure like it's still the clause in there. Without disclosures, they're not fully non-contingent. But yeah, things are moving really quick.
Yeah,
So,
I'm sober and I can't even keep up.
Carmen, didn't you just write and get ratified on Kate's off market in Hayward?
I did. That was definitely a circumstance where, got lucky. Because otherwise, I mean, I've been working with these people for months, and VA is just getting no love anywhere. I've even gone as far as taking them to Livermore. It's nuts. But yeah, good looking out, Kate.
Yeah, great job, you guys. We just closed on a VA. It was a challenge. It took some time. We closed at like 52 days, but it all worked out. So great job, you guys. Hey, I wanted to introduce Lisa. Lisa, do you have a moment? I know that you're in the office with Jack right now. Lisa's also here as a guest, thinking about considering joining our team. So Lisa, tell us a little bit about you, what company you're with right now, and what attracted you to our team.
So I am currently with Jay Rockcliffe. I was with another brokerage in Brentwood for about 4 years, and I made a quick, stupid jump. So now I'm kind of taking my time and looking at my next brokerage carefully. But since I've been in this office, Kate and Jack have said great things about you already, and I like the vibe I'm hearing right now. So I've kind of taken a little bit of a break for the last year or so, and I'm ready to jump back in. So just
Awesome.
want to be with the right team.
Awesome. And I think for you, your identity and be able to be who you are, check out her on social media. Her and her husband did these funny TikTok videos during the beginning of Shelter in Place. Sorry to put you on Front Street, but we're going to see it anyways.
You're going to see I'm a little crazy, and unlike Eric, I was drinking in a lot of those.
So she's just like, well, hopefully I don't have to be stuffy with this team. I'm like, yeah, you come to this team. This is a team about, complete diversity, being whoever the heck we are. We like to have fun. And so I think you'll fit right in. So welcome to the meeting today. Appreciate you being here. Let's hear from our newest sales trainer. We have some cool things on the horizon that him and Karina and the team, the leadership team, are going to be building for you guys. So, John, say what's up to the troops.
What's up, troops? Good to be here. It's good to finally. I've been around for a couple weeks now, but I feel like I'm just finally like catching my breath.
Is it 6 o'clock yet?
Is it 6 o'clock yet?
No, it's actually just 10:46. I muted him.
But yeah, no, I feel like I'm finally getting settled in, and I'm stoked to be bringing some value to the team. By the end of the week or early next week, we're gonna announce the dates for our fourth quarter. We're gonna do a set of training classes, so it's gonna be bi-weekly. It's gonna be an hour twice a week. We're gonna do it on Zoom, but we're also gonna try to do like Zoom. Zoom seems like the responsible, appropriate thing to do these days, but it's also super cool. I mean, anyone that's been in the business for a little while, I'm sure you remember like the little crew of agents that you kind of started out with, or the people you were in training classes with at your first brokerage. So we want to try to do some like unofficial kind of in-person gatherings too, maybe like every other week, or just get people together that are comfortable with it, outdoors somewhere, obviously, to after the training, just to kind of recap and talk shop and share experience and just kind of create a bond with your rookie class, or whatever you want to call it, because it's definitely a special thing to come up with some folks.
Yeah, I love that. And when you go back to seeing some of the people came up together, they were in the same training classes, and they're still here together, and they're still rooting each other on. So I definitely agree with that, John. Super
totally.
important.
And even agents, I mean, from years ago, like at my first brokerage, like when I show their listings or we talk about potential deals together, it's definitely like it's a little bit of a special bond. Like starting out in this business I'm sure a lot of is insane. You have so much coming at you, and you're just so many different directions you can go. So, the people that you start out with definitely end up being special in your career. And then, so we're going to have the bi-weekly fourth quarter training classes. And then we're still working out kind of the details, but we're going to set up a way for you to sign up for little chunks of time with myself or Elias, kind of depending on the topic. And we're going to have a calendar that goes out every week, and you can sign up for a 30-minute session. So if you just want to talk about, even if it's just some random form in detail, or, you want to know how to handle a counteroffer, or, best Real Scout best practices, farming best practices, just starting a farm, like it's going to be kind of wide open, and you can, pick half an hour with us and choose what you want to talk about. And then, we can make it a one-on-one, but if it's something that other people might be into also, like, say farming basics or just general RPA questions, we'll have that on the calendar. We'll name the topic, and then you can jump in every week and kind of see what the training topics are for that week. And if somebody's already signed up for a spot and they want to talk about the RPA, and that's something you want to get more detail on or have some specific questions about, you can jump into that spot. So we'll have a number of one-on-one and just general training topics kind of on the spot throughout the week for everybody. So, the dates will be out soon and the signups will be out soon, but if there's something you want to talk about now in detail, and you want to spend 20 minutes talking about the COP form, like, or whatever, we can go through and really dig into any of those. So,
so everything will be on a shared calendar, which will have all of our events. At the same time, you can book one-on-one slots with Elias, John, or myself. If it's a one-on-one, then it's a one-on-one. But if there's a specific topic that we think the team can also be interested in, we'll rename it, and can we just jump in the meeting. So then we'll not only will we start having curriculum for last quarter, but we'll also have on-the-fly recorded training. So then we can really up our database for training video channel on Slack.
Yep. And then we're going to have this huge library of resources, additional to what we already have in Slack. So super excited about that. And
it's our own,
go ahead.
It's like our own YouTube channel.
Totally. Absolutely. So before we go any further, I just wanted to do a quick vote of who we felt had the best hair. So we have John Gomez, we have Eric Kang, we have Dewey Vong, we have Weston Means, and we have Omar. So if you guys just put who you feel has the best hair in the chat box, I think that'd be fun to say.
I like is how it's all the guys.
Yeah,
wait, you guys, your hair always looks good. All right.
What about JJ?
John looked like he just got a fresh cut.
Oh, JJ too.
Finally, yeah.
Yeah, no, John's hair looks dope. Hey, you guys, talking about how we're
We have really great hair on the team.
What about me?
so a couple things that I wanted to talk about really quick is that you guys, we're 86 days until the new year, and us doing a fourth curriculum rollout for you, it's just going to help you gain that momentum. What you're going to be seeing here in the next couple of weeks and months is obviously business planning, strategizing for 2021, clean out your database, things that you need to do to get ready for the new year. So there's tons of things that we're going to be talking about, but when I'm thinking about momentum, I wanted to give the mic to Omar for a second, because if we look back 90 days ago, we all set a call that Omar's going to be in production. He's doing all the right things, and just watching his journey and watching how productive he's been and all the things that he's doing and all the clients that he's engaging with, I think that it's a great testimony to true momentum. So Omar, you want to take the floor for a second and talk to us a little bit about how you've gained so much momentum in the recent months?
Yeah, really just focusing on things that I can control, like I'm limited in a sense throughout the week because I do have my kids and I'm facilitating the, school from home. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm making calls, sending my text messages, just being active on that, because like you were saying, like once you get that momentum going, it's like, and then everything just kind of builds up to the weekend. And then my weekends are just insane, which is cool for me because I can make up for it for my, what goes on during the week. So just that, and then just my follow-up, and yeah, man, just getting more active on social. I'm picking up some referrals, and it's just all about momentum and just sticking to the activities.
You did a really good job documenting your journey too, because Elias posted last week, and I reposted the same thing from Gary Vee. Like people are trying to figure out what content should you make. Well, you don't have to create content unless you're doing like TikTok or something super unique. You're just documenting your day to day, and people want to be on the journey to help. Hey, I just got my first deal. I'm working on this client. I want to be a part of like your success.
Yeah, and I love the personalization of it. So people always have, well, what do I put on social media? Just document everything that you're doing in real estate. And listen, it could be the good, bad, and the ugly, right? Just document your journey, because not everything that we do is cool. We drive fancy cars, we make money, we go out to dinners. That's like a fraction of what we do, right? It's like the blood, sweat, and tears, the gritty shit behind the scenes. And so, yeah, man, just continue documenting your journey, loving what you're doing, loving seeing how you've grown. And, it's just, I know what you're working towards, and I know you have kids that are super important. That's your lifeline, and that's everything to you. Like, just continue to do what you're doing, man. You're going to have an amazing end of the year, and you're going to, have an even better 2021, man. So loving seeing what you're doing.
Sure. Thanks, guys.
Let's go over to Dewey. Dewey's, our top producer, and he's out there killing it. Just secured a couple new listings. So Dewey, bring us up to speed, my man.
Just got back from 4 or 5
we'll come
days
back
in
to
Tahoe.
Dewey. Oh,
am I good?
Yeah, you're good, brother. Nope,
okay.
You're not.
Went on 2 listing appointments last week with Kenny. One of them was right after I came back from Vacaville. Kenny did a solid and toured with them Saturday while I was gone. And then the other listing appointment was on Thursday morning right before I left for my trip. And they called us Saturday evening or so, or morning. I don't remember. Days are all messed up. They called us Saturday and basically said they wanted to work with us. So I'm going over there later this evening to get that listing agreement signed. Only had like 8 or 9 showings for the listing that I put live on Wednesday, but we had 3 offers come in and potentially a 4th in the next few hours. So can't complain. And then while I was, everybody says you get more business when you're on vacation. So while I was on vacation, I talked to, one of the SOI people that was there at the cabin with us, and they need to sell a house in South City and move up to San Rafael. So I'm going to assume that's going to be like 2-point-something million in sales. So can't complain.
That's right, big dog. Well, awesome work. And I'll tell you what, you guys, anytime that you go on a trip, as soon as that trip starts, you're probably going to get some type of positive call about your business. So Jen and I are on a mini vacation. We're up in Sonoma right now. And we went and showed homes yesterday before we came up here in Berkeley to a family that's coming up from San Luis Obispo, and they're wanting to buy in Berkeley. Well, if you guys know, the 2-bedroom, 1-bath listed around $950 is obviously super competitive in Berkeley. Well, we showed them 5 homes yesterday. Just got the call today that they want to present an offer. We went over all the comps. In order for them to win, they're going to have to come between 200 to 300,000 over. And as a family, we met with his mom, his dad, his girlfriend, and the actual buyer, and they all agreed to a number. So over comp tonight to present on a house in Danville, we're going to be right now at 1.375. And so go on vacation, book yourself a trip, but give back to yourself. As hard as we work in this business, you got to take some downtime for yourself. So great work, Dewey. Let's go over to Shira. I call her Shira. It's Christina. And Christina, and what's that? Fuck.
What happened?
Because they look like they're having a great time.
My gosh. We okay? That was hilarious.
Your guys are good. Go ahead.
My week has been good. I think I shared with you guys last week about the Xfinity guy that came to my door. Well, Kenny and I went on the listing appointment. Really cute home in Oakland. Needs a little bit of love, but he's ready and wants to list. So we're getting the show on the road with that. I had for my very first.
That's from Zillow? That's like from Xfinity?
Yeah, he came to my front door.
Oh, sorry. I was like, I didn't know the name. So one thing I could give props on with Christina, I've been on multiple showings with her. Everyone she talks to, she'll try to ask them if they need to buy or sell real estate, like random people. So, and this just shows like you talk to someone that's trying to sell you business, and you got their listing.
Yeah. So come to find out, he wants to sell a rental property he has, and then it's a 1031 exchange. So he's looking to buy another property on top of that. So it's two transactions out of me just saying, hey, thank you for taking care of my Wi-Fi. And by the way, I'm a realtor. Who do you know? And so,
Winner, chicken dinner.
That's right. Give me some chicken. So then on top of that, what? So then I had, for my very, very first transaction with the other company I was with, I had the lady, so it's been a year. She reached out to me yesterday. She has her boyfriend, cash buyer, $1.2 million looking in Berkeley. So I'm meeting with her tomorrow. I'm spending some time with Angela today, doing some new home showings this week. Also had a referral that came out of Kenny's hub of people. So I reached out to those buyers this morning. So they're in Brentwood, 650 is their approval. So it's busy, but just really, going back to asking people for their business, not being afraid to do that, reaching back to your people that you know, people that you've had deals with, and just reminding them that you are the resource. So thank you all for your enthusiasm. I feel it.
Really quick, so sorry, I'm gonna hop off this call in a second because I'm dying right now, not being able to have good Wi-Fi. But Angela, kind of bring us up to speed on your game right now, because I know you're partnering up with Kyle. You're hitting the phones every day. You're practicing your buyer's presentation. Tell us about what's going on in your world.
So right now I'm in contract in one deal. Inspections are tomorrow. Kyle, I don't know if he's on right now. I think mom's visiting in town, but yes, we are on the call every morning. He'll call him fake accents, pretending to be someone, and I gotta go through it and gotta go without laughing, but it's awesome. I have an actual buyer presentation this afternoon with the Zillow lead. I have another one with someone from my family, and yeah, I'm gonna be showing homes this Thursday with another Zillow lead. So yeah, it's busy.
Awesome. Well, great job. You guys, my internet's spotty, so I'm gonna turn it over to Kenny.
All right. Roxanne, how's your week? You just listed is it your first San Francisco listing?
Hey, Kenny.
Hey.
Yeah, so my week is so busy. Oh my gosh, I have a migraine, but it's good. We listed the Hercules property on Friday. We had 6 offers by Saturday.
Wow.
We just accepted an offer last night, so that's
You said
pending.
Friday and then Saturday, one day?
Yeah, one day.
One day you got 6
And they're
offers.
fighting me. They're like blowing up my phone. Oh my gosh, I was trying to enjoy my birthday. So we got 6 offers in one day. Thank you. Woo. 39. Oh my God, last year to 40.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. But yeah, it's crazy busy. I just listed the San Francisco condo, which actually really slow. Like I have 1 call. I'm going to go show it tomorrow. But it's just so funny how it's so different. Like the Hercules house, my phone wouldn't stop ringing. The lockbox was opened like over 30 times in a day. So, and then San Francisco, nothing, just 1 call. So such a different market. We closed another Hercules house last week. We're closing on the San Pablo condo next week. And what else? Just wrote 2 offers last night. That's about it. That's my life. Pretty boring. Just real estate.
Yes, girl. Yes.
Just real estate. I need to get a life at some point.
Roxanne, nothing about your life is boring. All right. And huge happy birthday to you. I don't know if you guys saw
the same thing. Happy birthday.
Yep. Friends surprised her the other day and brought her food and drinks and celebrated her. So happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much. I definitely feel very fortunate. Definitely. I'm going to leave to Tulum next week. And I don't want to get busy. I know every time I go on vacation to get busy, but I'm trying to I have 4 buyers I need to have in contract before I leave next week.
Well, I'll be here next week. So if you need help, give me a call. Eric did me a solid while I was gone, and I will do you anybody else a solid. So
because I need Kenny to give me my new laptop.
Hey,
so
Roxanne,
I
if you need
am
help,
going to get it. Thank
yeah,
you
Roxanne,
so much,
I'm here
you
too.
guys.
If you need help, let us know.
Yeah, I have lots of buyers. You won't see me on Chime making calls. You're not going to see me in there, but I'm in my database making my calls, following up with all my past clients. And yeah, I have 4 buyers actively. We're out there working right now.
Awesome. Let's turn it over to Jung Hee. Jung Hee, talk about momentum. She's out there crushing it too, showing tons of homes,
Writing a
taking some
lot of offers.
Yeah. So Jung Hee, tell us what's up. How have you got this busy in such a short amount of time?
Okay, first of all, I'm on my robot AirPods. Is it really terrible?
No, it's good.
The sound.
That's
Okay.
probably better than mine. Go ahead, just run the meeting for me. Thanks.
Awesome. Well, I wrote, I think 5 offers in the last week and a half or something like that. So I had a weird thing happen where I wrote an offer and I sent it via Disclosures IO, and I texted the agent about it to confirm, but he never opened it, and it went pending, and we were over 20K over the other offer that was accepted cash. So that was a really weird experience that happened to me. Always over communicate with the listing agent, send everything in email, Disclosure as IO, text, confirm everything. So I'll never do that again. I actually haven't been hitting Chime very hard. I've just been working with a set number of buyers that I keep touring with. So my Chime numbers are pretty not great right now. But yeah, I'm just showing 5 different serious buyers. So that's what I've been doing. I just got my first new construction escrow. So that's exciting. And so I'll have 2 points now, Kenny. It won't close till January, but it's exciting. It's a really simple transaction. You don't really do much because it's all done for you by the builder, and it's 3%. So that's really exciting.
Which community?
And it's in the Sohe, the Hayward, the Taylor Morrison Hayward townhomes. So shout out to Christina for taking my venting calls this week. So I took her up on her offer to vent. And then obviously shout out to Dewey for taking all of my annoying calls as well.
Obviously, shout out to Karina.
Buzzed in Tahoe.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. So I'm just really grateful for my team, all the advice.
You got lucky on that
So
Sohei one, right? You should explain what
yeah,
happened with
so
Sohei.
okay, so Sohei, I just started showing this one. I've been working with this buyer for like a month and a half, and I just got them pre-approved like 2 weeks ago. And we just started looking at new construction, the first one on Saturday. We were previously just looking at homes in Oakland, but they were priced out. Like they couldn't go above 800 for a single family home, and just they couldn't find anything, in a nice neighborhood. So they went on a whim without me to Sohei. And so the new build instructions is that you have to be on site with them the first time. So I was so devastated yesterday. I was like, oh my God, I'm about to quit real estate. Obviously I'm terrible at this. Like, how could they do that? Just drama. And then I just reached out to the sales team at Sohei and just like begged and asked them. And they finally were like, okay, it's fine. Like, and I drove over there and got the broker registration paperwork last night. So I'm all good on that. Like, I got them DocuSign. So I'm registered as their agent over there, but definitely have that conversation with your buyers, like super upfront, even before, just about, having to be there on site, because I almost lost a commission because they went on a whim without me, without telling me. They just didn't understand, even though I went with them to the other one, and they were really confused. They were like, oh, it seems like they're discouraging us from using an agent. And I was like, no, that's because they want to double end it. So that was interesting learning experience. I feel like I'm just having so many learning experiences where I'm like, I'll never do that again. I'll never do that again. So I am still kind of new at this. So, it's just taking it all in. There's so much to learn. So that's my week.
And just real quick on that, what I've learned going to the new home builds is that does happen where they go without you, but it's really good to be kind to those sales girls
Yeah.
with offices, and just from, like even just a thank you letter later or something. But just remember that you guys are a resource too. Like, you're bringing them the client. Like, you probably shared at some point that, hey, there's a new development too. I mean, yeah, they might have went without you, but in the back of their brain, you have to help them remember, like, you're looking out for their best interests. And you're also going to ask for the things that the builder might be as an incentive. So just kind of like, if you can keep it like that, your client will understand, and not so much like, oh, they're just trying to get all the business. It's just, you're still looking out for their best interests. I don't know.
Yeah, and they want my help too, like going over contracts, just explaining things too. And so, even if you don't do much with new build in terms of not negotiating, but just facilitating the deal, right? You are still an important resource, and you've been working with them on other things too. So they need you too in the process, your clients. So, yeah. Back to you, Kenny.
Well, great job. I know you've been getting blown out the water in Castro Valley too, right? These crazy 100 grand over asking. I'm pretty sure the right house is going to come up, and you're going to be in like 4 contracts within the next 2 weeks.
Hope so.
All right, let's take it to Mauricio. Mauricio, how's your week? Yeah, you have 4 pending right now, or 5?
No, I wish I had that many. Hold on, let me turn that video on. No, I only have 3 pending.
3.
So, yeah, I just ratified in a property in Manteca last week. These were actually clients that were referred to me by a client I just sold a house to 2 months ago. They're actually his parents. So they wanted to buy a house too after I took them out to showings. So yeah, got them in contracts. I was at the home inspections yesterday. The property's only 5 years old, so there's pretty minor things that we found, nothing major. That's going to be a longer escrow though. We have 45 days for close, just because the sellers need more time to move into their new builds. So I have that going on. And then, yeah, my other 2 escrows, I'm still working on those. I have one of them in Stockton. That one was supposed to close like 2 weeks ago, but we've had issues with the lender and just like really bad turnaround times with underwriting. So it's been kind of a pain in the ass, but hopefully that closes this Friday. And then for the deal I have ratified in Vallejo with Nick, that one is going by pretty well. We just needed an extension on our loan contingency just because the lender's backed up. And it's also a CalHFA FHA buyer. So, you know, I think it's reasonable that we need more time on the loan, but that's going by pretty well too. And then, yeah, we met with the seller on Iris. That's going by pretty well too. I called her this morning to see what her decision was on listing with us, but she didn't answer. So I'm going to give her a call back later this evening. And yeah, that's basically everything. I'm trying to get back on Chime to make as many calls as possible, just to nurture and follow up with clients because, you know, like Eric mentioned, this is when it starts to get slow. And I just want to make sure I have deals lined up until the rest of the year. So yeah, that's basically everything.
So another thing too, on top of the Chime, I know you guys are going to start making more calls. Another tactic too, as part of cleaning up, is you guys should, if you guys have a lot of people you've tried calling a couple times and have not been able to reach them, you should strongly consider just moving them to lead pond. Because what has happened in the last week when we deleted 3,000 leads, because I finally did a mass cleanup. Usually do a quarterly cleanup. We deleted 3,000 leads, so we have 8,000 left. But this week, JP and Jared has nurtured like 7 clients for us. I've never seen so many hot leads come back in. And then they're not sorting through all the kind of junk we've deleted. So if you have a large database of whatever leads on Chime, you guys should really just maybe one day focus on just sorting them all out. Okay, I'm the host now. So there. Walt, do you take your test yet, Walt?
Nope, 21st.
21st, okay.
Yeah, so I'm going down to LA on October 21st. So just been studying. Congrats to Will. Will, thanks for all the help. Big ups to you, man. So yeah, just been studying and helping somebody else. I forgot who brought her into the group, Val. So just been, you know, going over study scenarios and questions and things to start with her. But yep, looking forward to getting started. I appreciate all the help from everybody.
Awesome, you got this. I mean, you're scoring like 90s already, so I don't see how you cannot pass it. All right, on to Kate. Kate, how's your week? I know you guys just ratified your off market, right?
Yeah, hi everyone. Can you pause yours? Sorry. So yeah, Kenny and I just closed 2 escrows last week, and then Carmen brought in a client for my listing in Hayward, which was off market, which is really nice. My clients are super excited for her clients. And then I had 2 listing appointments last week, and I actually got one of them off of my Instagram stories. So I know a lot of you guys follow me, and I've been trying to be really consistent, like every morning just posting about like my day and like my wins, my losses. And this person reached out to me via email saying that him and his wife follow me, and they really like how I like portray like treating my clients and everything. And so I'm really excited about that because I've never gotten that yet.
See, that's branding.
Yeah,
Did
that's it.
you win that one? Did you win that one, Kate? Kate, you're muted. Kate, did you win that listing appointment?
Oh, sorry, it was muted. I couldn't hear anything. I don't know yet. So is yours on? No. Okay. So I reached back out yesterday, and they're like doing some upgrades and whatnot. So hopefully, I don't know. It wasn't signed. So, but thank you, Dewey, for your help. Actually, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that.
Was on the same time that we had our 58th Ave, 2939 58th Ave. That one was 2939 60th Ave.
Mm-hmm.
So like the Instagram story thing I want to talk about, you know, if we're just talking about the homes we're selling or like the, you know, this is an upgrade here at this, people aren't really getting to understand and learn who you are. It's like branding. They say branding is what people say about you when you're not in the room. So it's not your logo. I mean, your logo is an extension of your brand, but the more you talk about how you work with clients, you know, how you feel, what you do, your best practices and your approach, that's kind of the brand. And then you picked up a client because they like the way you work. Just like recently, Dewey had a seller reach out to him on 60th Ave because they've been following him for a while, you know, with everything he posts. And they said they see that he's a hard worker and then that's why they want to work with him. For me, I get less client referrals. I get more agent referrals because my focus is teaching the how to sell real estate. So like, but when you guys are kind of going down your branding and Instagram story path, really figure out what your messaging is. I know some of us are trying lots of different things, but be careful on that because you're talking about lots of different things about different topics and all over the place. People don't really know, like, are not sure what it is that they should reach out to you about. So just be yourself, be authentic, and be a little more concise on the brand. And Dewey, what happened to that 60 About property?
So they're still super pregnant and they're still looking in San Leandro. They won't be ready till early next year after they have the baby, but we should still have that. I've been talking to them at least like once a month or every other, like twice a month or so.
Super pregnant, like super.
Super pregnant. Actually, no, they're probably in the, I don't know, second trimester, I'm assuming now. I don't know these things. I just want to cover.
Yeah, Dewey has never been pregnant before.
I got 18 goats.
Melody, how's your week? You're working at the Walnut Creek office, right?
Yeah, I've kind of been all over the place. I've been in between Oakland and Concord and Walnut Creek and San Francisco.
So many showings before in a week.
Yeah, so I've been getting really busy, which I'm happy about because this is kind of the momentum that you guys are all talking about, and I really feel it picking up, and it's exciting. So I work best when I move fast. It's the things that slow me down that I think I need to stay away from, like too much socializing, too much going out, too much just entertaining and being with people. Like, sorry if I'm not texting you guys back. I just really need to focus on my real estate business right now. So I've been turning down more events than ever, but it feels really good because I'm getting focused and I'm really just like finding that internal drive that I really missed this year. So I lost a client, but I gained 4. The Jeremy Larson client that I was working with in Clayton, we wrote 4 or 5 offers for them in the span of a month, and we got countered on 2 of our offers. We were the top 3 on 2 of them, and they walked away from both. They decided that they just didn't want to move forward with the counter offer. And despite, talking to them and talking to Elias and going back and forth, they just decided to put their home shopping on pause for now. So the same day, though, I got a call from Zillow, went and showed up a property on Blake Street in Berkeley, and they're going to move forward with writing an offer to purchase on it today.
How many showings do you do with them? 1?
1 showing.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So now it's just the science of understanding the Berkeley market and what the differences are in neighborhoods out there and how high it's going to go. That's something that I'm not familiar with as far as the comps in Berkeley or Oakland go. So I'm sure it's not, it's going to go way over 859,000. I just have to find out how high. And then I did 3 other showings in Oakland. One other one in Berkeley on Prince Street, and I did a couple showings in Oakland. I can't remember off the top of my head where they were at, but I'm nurturing those relationships now. And I kind of like the back and forth between Oakland and Walnut Creek because I get antsy if I'm in one spot for too long. So I'm gonna try to utilize both offices. And thanks, Kenny, for getting me the key.
And so I signed these 2. We're gonna be Concord. Concord, they're still in the construction right now, but we signed on 3 leases over there. So I picked up 3 offices next to the 5 phone booths so we can kind of walk in and out because we're probably gonna be a lot of people there. There's some hard hat tours in November, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. But that's gonna be a really cool office. On to you, Kevin. Kevin, how's your week going?
My week was pretty busy. That momentum thing, my pipeline's starting to get to that level where I want it to be. I gained like 7 new buyers. I showed 5 separate buyers, a few homes. I wrote 3 offers. 2 are still in that stage of counters, and then I actually just got 1 accepted.
What cities?
I was all over. I was in Oakland, San Pablo, also Bronte, Oakland, and yeah, just pretty much those areas. But so I'm in this sticky situation. Maybe you guys can help me out because my client wanted me to put an offer before getting their pre-approval. But when I spoke with their lender, and this is for a mobile home for the backstory, but the mobile lender officer was just like, yeah, he's good. He was already approved for 500 single family home. And so I put the offer with his information there, just pretty much stating, yeah, we don't want to miss this opportunity. And I get a call from the agent later or yesterday afternoon, and she's like, yeah, your offer's pretty much the strongest out of the 8 that they received. Do you think you can move forward? And I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're all good with the pre-approval letter. We're just waiting to get that fully underwritten. And then I called the lender late yesterday, and he was just like, it looks like he can't get approved because there was a bankruptcy back in 2012, and then he had a delinquency, but he's going to work around and try to send it to a different lender to see if it works. So this morning I got a ratified contract from this listing agent, and I'm just kind of stalling for now to see if he can make any movement. But when I spoke with the single family home lenders, because they would have been able to spot this right off the bat from pulling credit. So I'm just super confused of like why now we're dealing with this situation, even if it's like a lower amount pre-approval. Have you guys ever had this situation where your client got an EQ but he didn't really mention it?
Did they do a hard credit pull? Like this is stuff that like usually the underwriters might catch.
Yeah, I mean, I think he just did a credit pull, but what my client was telling me that is in the questionnaire in the single family home, they don't really count the bankruptcy if it's over 10 years, and it's definitely been over, or 7 years, sorry, if it's been over 7 years. But I guess it's different for mobile homes. But yeah, so I'm just in limbo right now, trying to wait to see if this guy can actually get pre-approved for this mobile home loan. But if we can't, then I'm just gonna see what's good. If he really can get a single family home, I mean, I'd rather get him a single family home because it's like a higher price point. But in terms of his situation, it kind of makes sense for him to get something cheaper for his family because he's paying a lot for rent in the city right now. But
for mobile homes, aren't the like the monthly rental lease rates like $1,000 a month?
Well, we found a spot in San Pablo that was like 800, and the home that we saw is like pretty much brand new. It's very clean, and right now they're in a 1-1. This one's like a 3-2, brand new, and I met the kids and stuff too. So I'm like, we definitely need something bigger for them because they're young, but they're gonna get bigger soon. So yeah, we'll see what's good, but hopefully I can get that in contract, or like keep this in contract rather than just like having to tell the bad news to the listing agent. But other than that, I'm planning on writing an offer for a spot in North Oakland this week. I won that because the buyer was actually floating around and interviewing other agents, but luckily I actually knew the lender they're working with. And when he found out it was me that I showed the property to first, he was like, you have to work with Kevin. And I showed him the property again. So hopefully we can get that in contract and I can get that IMAX so my office looks a little bit cooler. But yeah, happy birthday, Roxanne, if you're still here. And I love hearing all your guys' wins. Hopefully we can, have a barbecue at my spot or something soon when COVID's a little bit more calm and Eric King gets out of his sobriety and parties hard with me again. But yeah, and have a good week. That's all I got.
Awesome. So it's like, speaking of lenders, I had a call with a guy I never talked to before. I think his name was Sean from Guaranteed Rate. Looks like he does a lot of business in Denville. But he called me. I was trying to I'm always open to conversation. This is why even though I have a lot of business going on, I'm always open to conversation with new lenders and new escrows and whatever, because you're trying to build that connection. So one thing that he actually brought up on the phone call was, he's really on top of his clients, other than just getting deals done fast, as every lender say they would do. He's really checks in on the agents, helps them with social media. And he said he made one of the top 3 things he said he does is, he's good at building that connection. So if there's any signs that that buyer might be leaning towards someone else, he's open to letting the agent know right away and reconvincing them to work with that agent. That's not something a lot of lenders say they'll do because a lot of lenders are just really busy. But he said that was one of the key things. So for your example, your relationship with this lender helped you win this this buyer contact, even though that was not a referral. You created a referral. This is why building relationships is so strong in the marketplace.
And he works out of a van.
He works out of a van. Oh, a venture?
Yeah. He has a van. Sean with Guaranteed Rate, I think, yeah, has a van. I'm going to get one. I need a van office.
It's like a Mercedes Sprinter, I think.
Yeah.
We need a screen for fast real estate.
We
Oh,
might.
I'm getting a van. I'm getting a fast real estate Sprinter van. I'm not kidding.
All right, George, JJ, how's your week? I know you were touring some big homes last week, right?
Yeah, I've got a couple of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buyers that I'm dealing with. I got a couple of that are investors. I've got from 300,000 in Fairfield to 1.8 in Oakland. It's kind of a funny range of prices. Yeah. And so anyway, it was crazy weekend. I went all over the place, started in Oakland and ended up in Fairfield, Tracy, Brentwood, Oakley. Which, to be quite honest with you, before I came with you guys, I probably would have like not even bothered with that buyer. But all this young energy with all you guys, I'm like, oh man, I can still do this. So I took on that buyer and I'm doing all this stuff like the old days. So been busy. I've actually got to start cleaning up and start focusing more on all the opportunities that you have and just go through the different classes that are in Slack so I can start getting up on how to use Chime and take advantage of it. I got that one that one couple of leads that you sent me. One turned out okay. The other one no-showed me and then didn't answer back, but that's normal, no big deal. But yeah, that's it, man. I'm really, you know, to be honest with you, just coming on and watching the few classes in between Slack, and I've literally met no one but you and Elias, and I feel like I know like 7 other people so far, just from the conversations we've had. But other than that, I'm just, like I said, I'm trying to catch up to where you guys are at right now.
Well, so 2 things. So on the Slack channel, we uploaded a bunch of best calls. I'm actually now, I didn't do it before, but all the calls that JP and Jarrett nurtures, if you guys have been on my team for a while, I've handed you off a lot of the warm buyers. Now I'm actually gonna take their calls and dump into Slack so you guys can hear what a converting conversation sounds like. So I'm all the way back to maybe like August right now, but there's probably 50, 60 more calls I can dump in there. And then secondly, if you're listening to the calls, like even you right now, you say you're in Fairfield and Oakland, and we have people in San Francisco and Manteca and Modesto and Pittsburgh, Antioch, right? That's actually something we're leading very strongly with a lot of the listings we're going in with. Because if you guys have been with listing appointments for me for a while, I kind of change it up a little bit every time. Now now like when I talk to, which I recorded too, one of the strongest things we have going on our team and why you should hire us to sell your property is our reach. Our buyer's agent live across all these cities, and actually last point I even pulled up the roster sheet. Look, we got agents in San Jose and Hercules and Manteca. So when you're working with us now with no open houses and now with the limited marketing, you want agents who are representing your property and posting on social media through our followers. A lot of the deals are done off market. So when you hire us, you're hiring 50 something agents to best market your property. And then on the flip side of that, the opposite end of that is when buyers are hiring us, you know, because they are buying in Sacramento and Manteca and Brentwood, whatever. We have agents that live in those cities with inventory in those cities. So we're truly, we are for a fact the largest, not only the largest team, but we're the team that covers the largest geographic area in the entire Bay Area by far. So when you're working with buyers, say, hey, we have access to that, and then you can give examples like, I mean, literally, Kate just did an off-market deal in Hayward, which I don't think Kate goes to Hayward too often, but Carmen brought a buyer for her deal there. And then we have, when you sign a listing with us, we can easily bring you a couple buyers this week off market for the price you want. That's happened on, I think that happened on Alex Way, Dewey, or and then Wanna Ave, what? Yeah, so when we have a ton of off-market inventory for our buyers. So before people are like, you should work with us, you know, we're Compass coming soon, or we're this office, but it's very micro. Even the agents don't really interact with each other a lot at other companies. Even if you're at KW or Compass or Realty One or Sotheby's, we're truly a team. We're small and nimble, so you can tell we have an ongoing Slack channel with tons of listings. This is why I want you guys to have an iPad. So when you're at appointments like that, you can literally scroll up like all of our listing channel, all of what's going on, and you can be on the fly and win those appointments. So sell the concept of the team as a huge value add for both your seller clients and your buyers clients. And no other team has that advantage. Let's go to Mark. Mark, how's your week?
It was good. Just mute it. You got to turn off the speaker. Yeah, sorry about that. We're in the same office. So it was good. I've been picking up a lot of buyers, new buyers, Zillow calls, been making a lot of calls, Chime-wise, trying to keep up with Eric, but he's on another level right now on calls. I had like 5 really hot buyers. 3 of them got pre-approved. 2 are making offers this week. So it's been quite busy. So it's been good. I had a client that wanted to see my video skills. So I had them do a video letter to one of the sellers, and I'm going to edit and, show them, my skills there. So they wanted to see that. And then, it's just been good. Just been picking up a lot of business lately just by working in the business like Eric and everybody else and Dewey are doing. So the top sellers. So I'm just trying to do my part and contribute to the team.
Awesome. Rosa, how's your week been? And are you still shopping that with our buyer in San Francisco?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. We still are. I took him out on Friday. We went touring. We always see a lot of condos. I think we've been looking at 6 per day.
I haven't been watching social media as much. Have you been recording your tours or some of the homes?
No, I haven't. I've been trying to be better at it, but it's just when I'm in the moment with them, like and touring with them, it just feels like I don't know. I don't know how you guys do.
Turn on all the lights, let them walk in. As soon as they hit the next door, then start recording as fast as you can about things you need to do, and then pay back attention to them.
Yeah, what I've been doing was just taking a photo, a quick snap, and then posting it. But then I only do it for like the first 2 units, and then I forget. So I'll try it. I'll try better.
So like this, this is what I'm talking about, like documenting the journey, right? You live in San Francisco,
Yeah.
You want to work in San Francisco. This is a buyer referral that we hopped on. I got from a team member here at Fast. So now you're in San Francisco, but now no one knows you're working in San Francisco. So you need to leverage this, this tour to give you more business there.
Yeah, totally. I see what you mean, and I really need to like ump it up. So I will. So we were touring on Friday. Like when we were talking on the buyer consultation, he said he wanted to wait until after the elections. So I think he's just shopping, like window shopping right now. He doesn't really want to make any offers, which is okay because the condos are really stagnant. They're not going nowhere, so it's fine. And then
you need to learn the inventory because when you're working with a future client, oh yeah, I know that building. I was there last month. I've been in that one. This one faces this way. Like you can learn all the nuances and little things about the building. So if he's not that interested, if he's not super interested in making an offer, still use that opportunity to really like look at every little detail of the building so you're ready for the next buyer that is looking in the area too.
Right. And then the good thing right now, at least it's good, I think. The listing agents are there. So they're also providing their own insight about the building and everything that they know. So that's very helpful too. And then from there on Saturday, no, I didn't tour on Saturday, but Sunday I toured with 2 different clients. One of the Zillow leads, we went to Antioch and we were touring there. We saw like maybe 4 homes. And then I was touring in Moraga with one of Ben's clients. So that was interesting. That was the first time I was in Moraga. So yeah, multi-million-dollar homes. It was cool. Nice. But yeah, I was busy. So just this week I gotta focus more on my social media, but also on making my phone calls and just following up because that's the key, right?
Yeah.
So overall, it's good.
So Jess, what have you been up to?
Hey, how's it going? I'm doing well. I'm doing Sober October as well, so hell yeah. Eric Kang, and I saw him actually on a open house on Saturday. I've been showing a lot of homes.
Your two stories connect. I think he was showing how saw your card, and then they ran into you at the next house.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was just like, he was like, hey, from like the street. And I was like, oh, wait, that's Eric. What the hell? And then my clients were late. So I let him hop through and take a look at the house with his clients and then had a little chat with them after. So that was good. And I've really been relying on some help from him. So I really appreciate it. And also shout out to Omar because I've been following his journey and keeping the momentum. But I've really been trying to concentrate on getting back to my calls and organizing. A couple of weeks ago, I had lost out on 2 deals. I thought one was going to go through. I was super excited. And then at the end, the counter came and they kind of got scared off. So I still have a really strong client in my commercial contracting company I work with. They're approved for $2.5 million for an industrial space. So I've been looking with them in Richmond. And then I have 2 pretty hot buyers. I just got approved for Oakland. One of them is a first-time buyer who has the Oakland first-time home buying program and also received an inheritance. So they've been super hot, showing them a lot of homes. I'm just trying to get a little bit better feel for the neighborhoods in Oakland. Some of them weren't in such a nice neighborhood. And then Julie gave me some pointers, and it's really helped actually to kind of narrow down the areas that they liked. And then other than that, I'm just going to go through my database and then get back to calls and try to just continue following the model of the more successful agents that I've been working with. Eric, I'm going to try to do some hour of power with him and maybe get in the office and do some more video introductions. What I've been doing initially was just leaving a lot of voicemails and calls, but I'm seeing what Eric's doing, putting your face in front of people, leaving them a video message is really more personable, and trying to kind of move into the more technology aspect of real estate and getting your face out there in videos, I feel is a lot more personable, and I think that's a good way to go. So I'm going to try to concentrate on that and keep the momentum going.
Yeah, to add on to that, I've been also now sending a video introducing myself, and then I add the link for the high note. And what's cool about that is you get a custom link for each client, and you can go back to the analytics page on high note to see who's actually looking at your shit. So Vidyard, who I send the video through, shows me how much of the video they watch if they do, and then high note shows me if they've actually clicked through my presentation. And if it looks like they've watched my video and gone through my presentation, I call them the next day and be like, yo, saw that you looked at my shit. Do you have any questions? Let's party. Like that. Just like that.
Yeah, that's a perfect sequence. And I think that's like the best way to keep like your real estate business and your people like fresh in their head that you're there and you're sending something out. And as soon as you see them taking action, it's a perfect opportunity for you to follow up.
So like you talked about database. We talked about database cleanup earlier too. I was on showings with Julie yesterday or the day before in Albany, and then we just remembered that we had a Redfin lead that we were talking to, and then that buyer in El Cerrito a month ago that we showed that had 2 friends come out there also looking at market. They gave their phone number to Julie, and Julie did add in Chime, but she didn't sort them like hot or medium or showing homes, right? I would have put that buyer because we met them in person. They were looking at homes, that's showing homes. So she's been hitting the phones pretty much like a lot of you guys, hitting the lead pond. I mean, and hitting her database. But she works kind of like how I do. She kind of just works in rotation, calling the last person you called. But because she didn't sort them out through like A quality buyers, B quality, or how long, 0 to 3 months, 6 months, 6 to 9 months, and so on. She called them, and then they literally just said they just bought a house last month. So it sounded like that person we were showing homes with no agents probably wrote the offer within 2 weeks of them looking at the home, and it could easily have been RDO had we just followed up. So this is why it's great to get a lot of leads, but getting leads organized is really, really important to know who you should be talking to more frequently than others. If it's someone that's a year out, always put like a task on your Chime saying call them half year out. Whenever someone tells you a certain time frame they're looking at, like I'll give you the example of Rosa. Someone said they're buying after the elections, so in November, but I would not wait until literally when they say they're gonna buy to actually call them. You want to call them ahead of time, because then things change. They might inherit some money. They might have some loose sense of urgency. So always jump ahead of that. Let me see. We got in there. John, how's your week? You spoke earlier, but about helping the team. How's your deals going? I know you have a listing and 2 sales recently.
Yeah, I had a couple sales close. Those were nice and easy ones. The agents on both sides were great, and I have 2 Oakland listings. I have 4022 Rusting up in Leona Heights, kind of right where 580, above 580, right where 580 and 13 meet. That one's it's been getting shown every day, a couple of showings every day, and maybe not quite as many as my sellers are hoping for, but we do have agents that are kind of circling around, and I think rather than set an offer date on that one, we might take it as they come, because if we're only getting 1 or 2, I'd rather tell agents go ahead and submit, and then hopefully they'll come in strong, trying to get us to accept early rather than wait it out another week. I think that's the play we're going to go with this one. And then I have a condo near Piedmont Avenue on Harrison, 399, cute building. Did a bunch of updates. That one's looking pretty good too. And then I think I'm getting another one in Walnut Creek. I threw it out on Slack yesterday. I don't have it signed yet, but it went really well yesterday. It was a referral. Actually, if this goes down, it'll be my first actual transaction that comes from Instagram. A girl I went to high school with that lives in Portland, we became Instagram friends, and she's an agent up there. And so she's tried to send me stuff a couple times, but this one seems like it's going to stick. So that'll be a good win to convert an Instagram referral on my way to becoming like Kenny. But that's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, about 2,000 square feet in Walnut Creek on the Concord border. It doesn't have it has a great Walnut Creek elementary school, but the high school and middle school are in Concord, but it's still Walnut Creek address, and right under $1 million is tough to come by in Walnut Creek. So if they're open to selling off market. So if anyone's got anything for that. Other than that, yeah, just trying to get settled in, get caught up with everything.
Where did you post that Walnut Creek off market? What channel?
I think I posted it in the off market in Slack.
Oh, off market. Okay, we have off market EB. Okay, cool. I see it.
Oh God. Oh, I see off market EB now. Okay, cool.
All right, Joe, how's your week? I know you're working on some multi-unit listings. How's that going?
Hey, what's going on? I had Peter showed a client yesterday for 937 International. I'm still having a buyer that's going back and forth with this listing, so I'm waiting on that also. And I've been doing some calls. I've been trying to do all the emails, texts, and everything. And I got one appointment from texting. Showed a buyer on Thursday at the Lathrop community, the new developments, and she finally got pre-approval with their lenders, so that's good. And I showed a home on Sunday from a lead pond that you assorted to me, so that's going pretty good too. So I'm getting them pre-approved. They're talking to their bankers today, so.
Man, I want to give you the actual example. So our lead pond is doing really, really well right now. So here's what my day looks like at the end of every day when my assistant shows me the end of the day breakdown. So yesterday, JP made 160 calls. He talked to 27 people, and I consider these wins if they're removed, because then at least we got a hold of them, because we're not calling junk. If they bought a house, not planning, bought a home. See, this is where, if you look at here, there's 4 people who bought homes already, because our team, I mean, this is 6 years of leads, but our team just failed to call them often. So these people own homes already. Bought a home. I have a seller lead right here. I'm actually going to call there today. So the lead pond has gotten much better. And then I want to show you guys, we launched the Chime AI bot yesterday, and this is what it looks like. Like the computer will text someone, "Hi Anna, thanks for your message about this home. I'm Molly with eXp Realty. Do you need more information?" So Molly has not responded yet, but this program will follow up again. It's going to keep talking to them until a conversation is ignited. Oh shit! Hold up, we got one. Okay, on the right side you see Jose. Let me put Jose. So Molly, not a real person. I'm just using Molly and Molly's face, who is a real person here, as our face of this. But someone responded, so this is a legit number. And I think we're supposed to take over that, but no one owns this lead yet. We just pass it on to someone Spanish speaking. Who speaks Spanish here? Anyone?
Me, Laura.
There you go. Give it to Laura. I get Laura. Laura, so I'm gonna hand off this, and then you can just kind of take over. So I'll teach you guys something right now. If you guys, I think if you talk to him, yeah. So like, shit. Let me think. I think if you talk through this box, I think they might think. I don't know if it goes through my number. Just to be safe, you should just message something from your thing. Hey, my assistant, Molly, just reached out to you earlier and said you're busy, and then let me know when it's a good time to chat. So when there's these AI chatbots, we've used Riley in the past in geology. What these AI chatbots, what you want to do is kind of whenever they're talking, you warm hand off to yourself. You say, hey, my assistant said this. I want to take over conversation from now. So this AI chatbots should be able to increase the frequency of responses. Let's see. Hey, while we have you on the mat, Laura, how's your week? What are you working on?
Things are going pretty well. I am very happy, and I have 2 buyers that I'm helping in right now. I'm showing in tomorrow and then on Friday. I have 2. I already been calling 3 listings appointments and just trying to get in to say yes, let's meet it. To finally sign. They're just thinking about it. I send them the high notes. They looked at it, and so I'm just waiting. And then that's not counting with the ones that. The one that we had in Oakland. So those are the ones that are street text. So I'm just following up pretty much. I don't want them to.
So you're talking to them on the phone, the 3 street texts?
Yeah, through the street. Yeah, those are the ones that I'm following up because there are some that leave phone number, there's some they're not.
Have you had a full conversation with street text leads?
Oh yes, I have. But some of them, oh no, I'm just curious. And then, okay, but when would you like for us to reach out to you? So it's just, I think High Note has been helping me a lot. And BombBomb, when I added the video in there, a response and everything. So I know it's not going to be overnight, but if you consistently do that and following up with them, I think they're going to come in. So it's just have to be consistent with what I'm doing. And then I have a couple buyers that I'm helping them right now. So just looking for houses right now, but I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be on contract with them soon. So I'm just have to keep doing it, keep grinding.
I really like your workflow. You do the street text lead gen. You have the street text lead gen. You send them a letter, then you send them a video email. If you can get them on the phone, then you get them on the phone, and then you send them the high note. Like, is it, so you do 5 things to get a client down this like unique pipeline status, and where the end result is to try to get an appointment, but at least you have
so
that.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want me to forward with you exactly so that way you can take a look at it?
Yeah, maybe if you want to drop it in the training channel, maybe show the 5 things you do in order, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so some of our agents can, talking about is different from actually seeing it. For some
that is exactly so that's exactly what I'm doing right now. And I would love to, for instance, how can I say this, on the lead pump, for instance, I call about 10 or 20 the day before, I think it was Saturday and Sunday, I call. And what I do is I send them an email, I send them a text, I call them. So if I don't get to reach out to them, I only one of them did reply to me, and it says, oh no, sorry, I already got a house. So I put it on the lead pound as a future seller, right? So because you still don't want to get it on the loop. So things like that. And I just put in my note there to call again. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be more consistent. Where in the past, I've been busy with my job, but when I do have the time, I wanted to do that. And then I'm constantly talking with the clients that they want to buy a house. So, and then trying to see, okay, this house, we already looked like 5 properties, and a couple ones in Oakland, one was in San Francisco, and they didn't really like it, or the house, it needs to be cash. So there's a lot of things there. But yeah, so now this Wednesday, we're going to see 3 houses in Oakland, 3 or 4 houses in Oakland. So we'll see what happens.
Awesome. Well, keep it up. I mean, you're going to just, everything you're doing is just going to build up a big pipeline, which will probably just all, I mean, it might not be this year. I think a lot of the sellers are longer term, unless they're doing these referral websites. So I think a lot of them might just end up like ready to sell in like February or March for next year, which will be
You know what? Been getting a lot, Kenny, and I don't know if it's the rest of it. It's I'm getting a lot of messages from people from Southern California that they see that they like my page. They ask me if I do work in Southern California, and I said no, I do not. So a lot of people are following my Facebook and my Instagram, which it makes me to believe that, I mean, the more consistent you are, the more out there you are. It's just that people are going to come in. But yeah, so it's just gotta keep doing that.
Awesome, congrats. Bella, welcome aboard. I know you're still going through some onboarding. I know you made some social announcements as you're transitioning into the sales side of this. Like, how's your experience been, and how's the feedback from your sphere?
Good. The sphere feedback has been good. I've had a few agents that I know just reach out to me and ask what I'm doing. And then when I kind of spread the word, there was someone in my friend group that is pre-approved, and she's looking for kind of a cool loft here in the city. And she's like, hey, show me, I'm ready to buy. So I'm going to, well, we're practicing like the buyer presentation, which I'm going to go over with her on Zoom. And then set her up on Real Scout and go from there. But she is ready, and I just, I'm really gonna use her as kind of like model everything out and like write everything out, so that later on I just know, because when you're kind of doing it, you're just like, what did I even do? Because you're kind of winging it. But so yeah, just taking it kind of slow and exciting, and just trying to get set up like on all the systems, and just having like little admin things done so I can actually focus on clients.
Cool.
So.
Well, I mean, pretty cool. I mean, you just started like a week and a half ago, and now you're busy already. So sure, Ezra's gonna be coming pretty soon. Michael, how's your week? I know you wrote some offers last week, and also in Cash Valley, also hundreds of thousands of dollars over, and also did not get accepted. Mute.
Oh man, I've been going through me. You guys can hear me good? Hear me? All right. Yeah, I've been going through it, man. But I'm staying positive. In real estate, we go through the struggles, but there's always ups and downs in life. It's just about your mindset and how you keep pushing forward. And so I'm at this point where, I've had some offers, get rejected and things like that. Have had some buyers cancel on, weekend appointments. So actually getting some better news now. So it's always good to keep your head up. So bringing my $1 million clients back out over the weekend. I'm excited about that. Going to be viewing homes from Concord and so on, heading towards back to like the Tri-Valley area. And still working with my Vallejo buyers, just like touching up on the criteria a little bit more, and picking a better time to view that works for them. So just staying pushing, nurturing some leads, getting others, pre-approved here and there, but just pushing for that next escrow right now. So that's my goal right now.
Working with you in a short amount of time, like I can tell that you work really hard. I've been on some calls with clients, and they say they really love the way you work, and also, so as long as you keep that up, people are going to be committed to you. They're getting blown out the water. It has nothing to do with your skill set. It's just certain homes are crazy. So I think your clients see that, and they trust you to work. Kind of like, I think Kate's really good with that. Jen's really good at that. Eric's work just got VA buying contract. So just you need to be supporting with data and keeping their head high for the next one.
Yeah, exactly. It's about just keeping them motivated, and so just trying to get some more buyers here and there, trying to get some more listings as well. Doing some cold calling around pendings right now, like 1 day on the market, 2 days on the market. So really just trying to figure out some different methods and stuff here and there, but just staying calling, and that's what really works. So I want to kind of get more advice from Eric about how he makes 150 freaking calls in a day, because I want to fucking do that. Like literally, I want to do that shit today and keep going like all week and all month. But that hour challenge is cool. I like to call for freaking at least like 2 hours a day. So if I could pump out like more calls, that'd be amazing. I just need more technique, stuff like that. But man, just want to keep reaching out to the team, want to keep building my business, and figuring out all the new tools, the tech tools, and how to use them. Still need to get my high note presentation kind of going and everything like that. I need to start using Real Scout more, just some other things. But just want to stay in connection with everybody at all times and just keep bettering my business. So
awesome. Great job, man. Keep it up.
Thanks, Eddie.
Molly, I know you've been really supporting the team, and thank you for all your help. Anything you guys want to bring up?
I'm good on my end. I don't know if Karina wants to chime in, if she might have anything.
No, everything's been running pretty smoothly. Like, just, remember to hit me up, get me the information that I need. Like, same stuff, different week. But
On a scale of the 1 to 10, 10 being the most hectic, where are we usually at on any given day?
within the last week, I'd say we're at like 6.
Woo! Okay, that sounds really good. Sounds really,
Yeah, 6,
really
7.
Yeah. Good, Karina. Yeah.
Thanks to having Molly here. I mean, she's saved my life. So
we save each other's.
So I'm in the process. I'm trying to get now that Karina's kind of like our director of the entire company operations, and Molly's kind of our team's marketing assistant. I'm in the process of hiring back another assistant just to support me and some of the deals I'm doing. Like I need someone to help me with Pete forms and booking showings and that type of stuff. Because now I'm seeing like everyone's pretty self-sufficient and things are going, and we want to continue to grow business. Like that's where my bottleneck is personally. I have so many if you guys have been appointments with me. Oh yeah, we also want we want 10 out of the 14 listed appointments we went on last month. 4 just aren't ready yet. So we want 10 out of 10 that are ready to sell. But during the midst of all that, I'm sure there's tons of clients I talked to early this year that I've completely lost track of. So I need someone to also help me with that. And I just hired a business coach. We had a first coaching call today. Some things that we're implementing right now, so don't quote me on this, but we're working on it, is that we're kind of want to see if we can do some have Karina thank the other agent on doing such a great job, see if they're interested in more business opportunities. And for Molly, maybe we'll find a nice way, scripted or email, send you guys all out with MailChimp templates like Eric has and I have to ask for reviews. So we spoke about this on our call earlier. It's that people are more willing to give reviews if someone from your admin team asking for it, because they might feel like, hey, if I don't give this person a good review, I might get in trouble, or that person might get in trouble. So we're gonna try to build out some stuff to help you guys get more reviews on your Yelp page and your Google and your Zillow and places like that, and then we'll build that out. So that way all your business will improve, and this is where the backend support will actually really do things to drive your business up versus just doing day-to-day tasks. Any last remarks before we wrap this up? Mute.
Hey, Kenny. I'm just going to announce, because I've gotten several requests. I'm just going to put out an email blast for high note signups for Kenny's team. So just look for that in the next few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You guys do get to skip the wait list. I mean, it's a pretty heavy wait list. Like I was just looking at it now because I sent DeAndre a link, and then Rosa just reached out. So I'm just going to send a mass text. If you already have high note, just ignore it. I mean, not text, but email. So if you already have high note, ignore it. But for those that are interested or just want to see a quick demo or the rate, I'm going to put that in the email right now and send it out to everybody.
Cool. I know a lot of us are trying to hop on it, and then we can get them the template set up, your listing appointment template and your buy consultation template. And you want the attraction deck, and create that too, or anything else you guys need.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to do that.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. We'll talk next week. Friday.
Hey, Kenny, do you think one more thing really quick? Just wanted to quickly ask do you have any listing appointments I can join you on, just to get some more learning experience and just to kind of get back out there and just to see how it goes.
When we're doing list appointments, it's also illegal because when there's already 2 people in the room, me and my listing partner. It's really strict with the third person there.
Got it. Okay.
That's why I've been trying to record the listing appointments. I mean, honestly, if you watch the listing appointment in the video channel, it's 90% the same thing.
Yeah.
If you ask any Dewey or Jen or who has been on me a ton of appointments, I say the exact same thing every time. We keep modifying a little bit and a little bit.
For sure. Yeah, I'll keep listening up on those.
Yeah.
Awesome. Appreciate you guys.